how we live. How we live, how we live, how we live. How we live, fam. What's that feel? I'm the realest. All them nights I chick Christian Louboutin to make a switch religion. I'm not stupid, baby, but the mansion is. Me and 12-4-7, gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all, I'll give it. They don't.
Like a soldier, these players can't hold us. It's the winner's race. Eating with Ken and Ace at a table, no dinner plates. We the best, get it straight. What's the problem?
Gotta get it, I need it steady. No one give it all, I'll give it. They don't love us, they just love it. How we live, 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 how we live. They don't love us, they just love us. How we live. Have faith a minute, put your trust in nobody. Yeah. I said have faith a minute, but put your trust in nobody. Around, halfway around the globe, probably still ain't met nobody that seem picture perfect. We all buy lies, depends on the person.
It's the home of the Clippers here in Los Angeles as 2K Sports presents our action live from the Staples Center. The excitement of the NBA. Is on the way. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. A look at the opening lineup for the Houston Rockets. Modi. And Howard, the post pair. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. And it's Ariza in the 3 slot. Got a piece of it. Here's Monty Eunice. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. Monty Eunice has got the opening basket of the game for the Rockets. Last season we saw Monty Eunice make some nice drives.
Yeah, big uptick in his scoring efficiency, Kevin, on both his shooting from beyond the arc and from within the arc increased.
And he gets it to go.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
First quarter, just over a minute played. It's Harden with the drive, and he gets it to go.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
A shot by Paul, nobody around. Los Angeles with another miss. Ariza. Green with the block. Redick with it. And it's Harden picking him up. The shot by Redick, no good.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
The Clippers rebound. And Green slams it in.
And, you know, it's one thing to get the offensive rebound, but then how about the loud bucket he's able to convert?
He was in perfect position under the hoop, Greg. You're right. Once he gets his hands on the miss.
That's exactly why it's important to work hard on the offensive glass, fellas, for chances just like that.
Yes, fans, Clark, and the one team they view as floppers is the Clippers. I don't like that word, but just kind of came out. Whether that is fair or not is up for debate, but it is certainly, I think, the perception.
And I think there's some truth to that perception. I mean, multiple players have received fines for flopping on their roster. I mean, you can't run away from that, and the fans remember it, too.
Oh, they do, yes, sir. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers. Austin Rivers comes in for Chris Paul. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Beasley's checked in. Beverly. Here's Harden. No good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. And they take the lead. Crawford's got his first points in this one.
Well, that's bad.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich is checked in for Green. And Wesley Johnson, his sub for J.J. Redick. And then for Houston, Harrell, he's checked in for Howard. Brewer comes in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly.
Los Angeles foul.
Here's Brewer. Second shot opportunity. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
And for the Clippers and flopping, part of it might just be reputation. Whenever anyone hits the deck on their team, fans might be quick to kind of condemn that as a flop.
Pablo Prigioni is checked in for Los Angeles.
Now there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
Shooting for Los Angeles.
You know, the Clippers were the darlings of the NBA as they improved and made strides, but I think the flopping has kind of diminished that now, that love affair. Being labeled a group of floppers can certainly stifle your popularity. Boy, for Jamal Crawford, guys, it's been a really good career. Not many guys can maintain his level of quickness after 15 years in the league. I mean, but last season, he finally started to show a little wear and tear.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
No good from Beasley. And here's Los Angeles. This run now up to 13-2. And it's Houston on the break. Who are with the ball. Can't connect from short range. The Clippers have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And one of the weaker areas for this group, only shot about 71% from the line a season ago.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
The second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers, guys.
I just don't know that you're going to see a better quarter defensively than what we saw in the first.
Really a big part of why they're on top here. The defense has been on point.
Assist from Patrick.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Beasley out there with Howard. And it's Beverly in at the 1.
Boy, Doc Rivers keeps on leading his teams to successful seasons. A former coach of the year rarely has a season where his team doesn't meet expectations.
It's Harden with the drive. Right wing. Ariza no look. The dish now to Green. Fade away. There's Paul. And that one hits back iron. And Doc Rivers passed the 700-win mark as a coach last season. He's climbing the ladder in career wins.
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that Doc oftentimes gets enough credit for the type of coach he is. I mean, as a coach, he is well over 500 in terms of his career win percentage. And how about over 500 in playoff games as well?
Timeout for the Cardinals.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Passes it to Redick. And the Clippers miss again.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag him.
It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And some nice passing there by Houston. And they will call over the back on the play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with fighting for the rebound, but he gets nailed with the over-the-back call.
And, Greg, you know I was an offensive rebounder in my day. And I like that kind of aggressive play. But he's got to do a little better job of trying to get position earlier in that case.
That's a good point. Positioning is so vital when you're trying to rebound the basketball, and that's something that wasn't on display on that possession.
Oh! I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Rockets have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Howard with the steal. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. A different look for the Clippers. Johnson comes in for Mba'amoute. And it's Pablo Prigioni in for Chris Paul. And then for Houston, Brewer is checked in for Hart. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. But they'll get another chance. Pass to Johnson. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. And Brewer kicks to Howard.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Goodness, I mean, you come to expect plays like that from him, and folks, that never gets old. How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Crawford comes in for Green. And it's Rivers in for J.J. Redick. Crawford, no one around him. Hits the three-point bomb. Crawford's got 7 points in the game.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass up.
Brewer with the ball. And Crawford picks him up defensively. And it's Brewer finishing it off.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And it's Pablo Prigioni with the foul.
Rockets substitution. Michael Beasley.
Just 3 on the clock. The shot is off. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Clippers lead by 1. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball.
Looking at the numbers for Trevor Ariza, he has 9 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
You know what, though, Clark? It wouldn't be a bad idea going forward to try to let him do a little more damage from beyond the arc.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Without question, Trevor Ariza displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he was in attack mode from the word go. Came out very aggressively in that first half.
Take a look at his shot chart. It looks like the ink spilled right at the rim. No reason for him to settle for anything less.
Chris Paul and J.J. Redick are the guards. Green is up there with Luke Mbamute. And it's Jordan in the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers.
Yeah, the Rockets were able to make it to the second spot in the West.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Last season for the Rockets, they finished as the number 2 team in the West to the Golden State Warriors. But, you know, they had to battle the whole way through.
Yeah, in part because of injuries. I mean, the Rockets did well to come in second in the West, but it was because they took care of the so-called easy games. 33 wins in the conference, but a record of 12-16 against the other playoff teams out West.
Montiunas kicks to Harden. Beverly the pass to Montiunas. With the shot. Houston gets it back. Harden can't hit. Clippers trail by 5. Stolen by Beverly. And here we go. Houston running again. And Harden with the stuff.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad the lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
And Redick kicks the fall. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Paul dishes to Redick.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5. And guys, Dwight Howard's an interesting guy. One of the most physically imposing players in our league, and yet he's known for his lighthearted, almost playful nature.
Ariza passes to Beverly. And some nice passing there by Houston. Now the Clippers moving it up. And the wide open shot from Redick. Good on the triple. Redick's got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
And guys, before last season, Trevor Ariza signing a 4-year, $32 million deal with the Rockets. Big free agent get for the team.
And, you know, they wanted to re-sign Chandler Parsons, Kevin, but with his departure, in comes Ariza, and Trevor is a quality replacement. I mean, a terrific wing defender, and he's a nice spot-up shooter as well.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Cole Aldrich, he's checked in for Mbamute. Johnson comes in for Jeff Green. Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And it's Rivers in for Paul. And Aldrich sends it back. There's Crawford with the 3.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
Right through the D for the layup. Crawford's got 9 points.
And, you know, you compare their games. Ariza a bit more limited maybe offensively than Parsons, a few years older, but he's also a better defender and also better at playing without the basketball. Remember, you got 5 guys out there, only 1 ball. Sometimes your chemistry can improve when a guy doesn't need the basketball to be effective.
Houston shooting their 5th and 6 free throws of the game.
Yeah, last season, around 71% of the free throws made. And you know what? That has to be a point of emphasis this year.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. And a switch here also for Houston. Capella's checked in.
Assist goes to.
Quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
And it looks like they left their defensive effort back in the locker room, guys. They just haven't had the same commitment here defensively in the second half.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. There's Crawford with the 3.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
There's the feed to Beasley. Back to Terry. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Rockets on top as they end the 3rd quarter on a 20-7 run. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. Welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. So on the floor for Houston. Everly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Then there's Howard. Then it's Corey Brewer. And it's Capella in the power forward. And Beverly kicks to Howard. 3-pointer. And that one's good. Brewer's got the 4th quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Rockets. Green left side. Feeds it to Mbamute. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his second personal.
Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
And Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Paul's checked in. And a switch here also for Houston. Moniunas is checked in for Capella.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games and staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
Houston leading by 13. And Beverly kicks to Moniunas. Harden out.
And said home court advantage is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times.
It's no secret, Clark, what this Houston Rockets team wants to do. They want to get to the line, drive the lane, and hurt you from outside the arc.
And they'll do it all at a very fast pace. I mean, they're fun to watch. The pace is something that I think sneaks up on teams sometimes, Kevin.
Good point. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He got after them and told them to turn up the intensity, saying we've put ourselves in the corner and now we've got to fight our way out. Show me what you have. Let's see if we've got what it takes, guys.
And the Rockets making a change here. Ariza's checked in.
And no doubt the Rockets were one of the faster-paced teams in the league last year. When you have the firepower they do, you want it to become a scoring fest. Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Another shot. Misses off the right iron.
And you know what? He's just not on his game, no doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
A lot of the wins for the Rockets, guys, I thought last year came from just wearing down their opponent. I mean, you can keep up with their pace for a quarter, maybe 2, but it's very hard to sustain it for 48 minutes, shot for shot.
Here's Redick. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Redick's got it back down to within single digits for the Clippers.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime? Much more effective here in the second half.
To the middle. And stolen by Jordan. From deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Harden. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Jamal Crawford, he's checked in for the Clippers.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Inside. And stolen by Jordan. Paul for 3. No luck.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.